Hey, good evening, guys. Welcome to In the Paint. I'm Big Brother R, and I'm joined by my co-host, my main man, Mac611.
What's up, R?
Everything is good, brother. How you doing today?
Good.
All right.
How you today?
Well, you know what? We're here. This is the initial, broadcast of In the Paint, visual, So we're
That's
here
right.
doing our thing, and it's a pleasure to be here. Thank you, MNN, as well.
It is a pleasure you having me down here.
No problem, no problem.
You know how we do.
Of course. So, with that being said, let's get into this. The first thing we're going to talk about is a little NFL, a little football. We're going to talk about a team that I have a personal problem with throughout the years. I hate to say it, but I've been a fan of the New York Jets, a.k.a. the same old Jets and their issues. 2 words. John Idzik, the general manager of the Jets. You want to give some of your thoughts before I roast them?
John Idzik equals, I think if you ask the Jet fan base,
Yes.
Idzik equals idiot. And I agree, same old Jets.
Yes.
1-8,
Horrible.
lost yesterday to
Horrible.
the Kansas City Chiefs.
I got to tell you, the thing that bothers me about this team is there's no direction whatsoever. It's all over the place. And another name I got to bring up too, Geno Smith at quarterback. Is he the answer? I can tell you honestly, hands down, at least in my opinion, he is not the answer. The man doesn't have that it factor. Now, my co-host here, my brother, says, he says that there's reasons why he's not as complete a quarterback as can be. He feels that the lack of talent that he has on the offensive side of the ball is the problem. I do agree with that. But my thing is this, it's more so on Geno himself. My thing is that I just don't think he has the fire in the belly to become a successful quarterback in the NFL. We've seen a few incidents where he's lost his temper, cursed out a fan. Didn't he miss a team meeting? Did he go see a movie? What did he see?
He went to a movie.
He went to go see The Equalizer, didn't he? Did he go see The Equalizer?
Might have been The Equalizer.
Yeah.
It was something of that
It was something
nature.
like that.
He missed the meeting.
Because
though.
if he was watching a film, it sure wasn't team film. Okay.
Wow.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm keeping it real.
But let me say this. Geno has no weapons. Eric Decker, good system guy in Denver.
Okay.
Probably because of Peyton.
Okay.
But is he really that good?
I mean, I guess not. When you have a guy like, what's his name again? Excuse me. And I shouldn't even be forgetting his name. I'm talking about Peyton Manning. If you have him, if he was working with Drew Brees, if he was working with Aaron Rodgers, sure, he would build up his stats or whatnot. But
But what about, is Jeremy Curley really, is he really one of the elite receivers? Let's not talk about Stephen Hill.
well, he's not even there anymore.
Yeah, he had to go.
Right, he's not even there.
Wasted draft pick.
Right.
I think many of the problems with the Jets, it stems from Idzik.
Okay.
They had 24 draft picks in the 2 years that he's been the GM,
Right.
and in those 2 years, they have one impact player, and that would be on the defensive line, Sheldon Richardson.
Right. Okay.
And the picks this year, only one player is playing, and that's the tight end. Well, actually, 2 people.
Okay.
The tight end, Amaro Pace.
Yes.
And prior to safety.
Right.
Everybody else is either injured or they were cut.
Right. Well, that does fall on the general manager. It does fall on him, the scouting team. Like I said, they're just. I'm getting frustrated just by even talking about them because it just pisses me off. And now, remember this. I'm a Jet fan, but I'm not like a diehard fan. So if I'm feeling this way, could you imagine the Fireman Ed and
He's
those
gone.
type?
Fireman Ed
that's
is
what I'm saying. But can you imagine the other guys that aren't gone, but yet they felt as passionate about this team as Fireman Ed? Can you imagine those guys?
I can imagine.
You know?
I can imagine. I'm fed up.
Right.
I I was reading an article the other day. They were
Yeah.
naming the quarterbacks who have succeeded Joe Namath.
Mm-hmm.
And outside of Vinny Testaverde,
Right.
Chad Pennington, and maybe Ken O'Brien, everybody else was.
Listen, I know. I mean, I get names like, you remember Browning Nagel? You know, a guy I actually did like, believe it or not. I know this is going to be hard to believe, but Ken O'Brien. I actually like Kenny O'Brien.
I didn't like Ken O'Brien.
You didn't like Ken O'Brien? I think we're getting a little off topic. I'm sorry. We you know, when we talk about the Jets, we want to talk about all their failures since their inception. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's horrible right now. I hear what you're saying in regards to the GM not providing the talent offensive-wise. We all know defensively they're a pretty good team, but they have woes on the offensive side. I get that. But I'm just saying, personally, with Geno Smith, he doesn't have it. He doesn't have it. No, he doesn't have it. I see other guys that have it. I see guys like Teddy Bridgewater of the Minnesota Vikings. I see he's a guy that has it. You understand what I'm saying? Right now, the way I feel, honestly, I'm longing for the days of what's his name to come back. I want Mark Sanchez back at this point.
He had a good day.
You damn right he did. And you damn right he did.
Came off the bench.
Okay? I'd rather have Mark
touchdowns.
Sanchez back in New York. Okay?
Well, you know what? To me, they both, I don't see them as superstars. I see them as good quarterbacks, clock managers, I guess.
Okay.
They have to have a good running game.
Yeah.
They need good receivers. And the Jets just, even when Sanchez was there, they didn't provide that for him. And, you know, he got run out of town.
Okay.
Geno's going to get run out of town.
I would certainly hope so, because I can't take him anymore. I just can't. I can't.
Itzik didn't provide any secondary for Rex Ryan on his defense.
You're going on the defensive side. Okay, let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
What can be done? Because I already know the answer.
What should be done?
Right.
Okay.
What could be and what should be done to fix this team?
Woody Johnson needs to have a one-on-one consultation with the In the Paint crew. And
Shameless plug.
we'll break it down for you.
Okay.
He needs to fire Itzik.
Right.
Ryan needs to go because when Itzik came in, Itzik didn't want Ryan. He wanted to bring in his own. He wanted to hire his own coach.
Okay, right.
My thing is, if it was me and I was a GM and the owner told me, well, I like the present coach, you can't fire him. Me and that coach would work.
Right.
Me and that coach would
Yeah.
I would work with him. I would get the players he needs.
Okay.
I would support him.
Okay.
Which isn't that the GM's job?
That's, well, you know what?
You find players who fit
For sure.
the coach's system.
For sure.
He didn't do that.
You know, what you said, that makes 100% sense. That's common sense. You know, obviously this guy had a plan to undermine Rex, and bring in that person, whoever it is, maybe from Seattle, maybe from another organization, you know, and it's not right. It's not right. He deserves to get fired. See, my thing is, honestly, the way I would handle it, and I would hate to say it, but Izzik's got to go, obviously. That's
Definitely.
one. I'm sorry, Rex has got to go too.
I agree with you.
You know what I'm saying?
He's got to go.
And if I had my way, and I believe if New York Jets fans had their way, hell, the owner would have to go too.
Well, he's not going.
Well,
'Cause
I
he's the
think
owner.
something needs to be done about that. You know what I'm saying? I say that the people, the Jet fans of New York City, and hell, nationwide, okay, they all get together, have a petition, do what they need to do, and get this guy out of jettison his ass out of New York. Yeah, exactly.
But you know what? Reading the New York papers and going online, there's a group, Jet fans. They started a website.
See, I'm loving it.
We're gonna holler at you guys
For
at
sure.
some point. have
Definitely.
you on the show. But they are PSL owners. They said the prices are ridiculous for concessions. The
Right.
prices are ridiculous for parking.
Right.
If you're gonna put out a bad product, they need a break. And if not, they're gonna be like Fireman Ed and they're just gonna leave.
Well, let me ask you, you know what, I'm going to play devil's advocate for a second with what you just said. Wouldn't you think that's their fault for keep buying this bad product and whatnot? Wasn't that their fault? I mean, I understand that they want to support their team, but your team sucks. let's keep it real. Your team sucks, and yet you're still gonna buy those expensive hats. You're still gonna pay those exorbitant parking ticket prices and whatnot. Forget about it. It's crazy. Realize that again. Your team sucks. Stop supporting them.
I support the Mets. I support the Knicks.
Okay.
I support the Giants, and I support all the New York teams.
Okay.
So it is what it is. I got on orange today.
And what is that for? Is that for the Knicks?
Oh yeah, my Knicks and my Mets.
Oh boy.
You know who I rep.
All right. I'm a New York sports fan too, but guess what? I'm not repping their colors like that. Okay.